Good morning, Dad. It is another lovely morning in Paris. Day 2, our final full day of the trip. Now I'm off to get some pastries for this morning. I've secured the pastries. Yummy. Emily was commenting on the lamination of these croissants, which I know nothing about. So Emily will briefly tell you.
So lamination refers to
Not
the
much.
layers of the croissant. So there's what makes it flaky, right? And the way that's achieved is you make your croissant dough, you roll it into a rectangle, and then in the middle third of that rectangle you put a big slab of butter that fills that middle third, and then you fold it over and you roll it out into a rectangle the other way, fold it over, and keep doing that essentially several times over until you have essentially lots and lots of layers of butter then dough, butter then dough, butter then dough. And you have to, the reason it's quite difficult to make yourself is A, because that's quite time consuming, but B, you have to do it at the right temperature so that the butter is malleable to roll between the layers of dough, but not so warm that it starts to melt and leak out. So every couple of turns, which is when you fold it and roll it, you have to then put it back in the fridge to cool down to the right temperature again, and then go again. And that's quite complex, and that the French came up with it, but I don't think there's really anywhere else that came up with lamination as a technique. So if you see laminated pastry, that's how that happens.
There you go. Interesting, but more so
Yummy.
delicious. So, pastries have been consumed to Musée d'Orsay, which I'm pretty excited about because they have some more fairly famous Van Gogh paintings, amongst a lot of other cool stuff. But it's another sunny day. It's 23 today. Much sunnier than Milan. There's Paris, clearly. But yeah, just a really nice day. Double-decker train before, but these are double-decker undergrounds. Also feels pretty unnecessary because there's pretty much no one. But fun. Which is basically quiche that we got from the bakery yesterday. Halfway through, well, most of the way through Musée d'Orsay, the roadie of Paris. Not bad. Arc de Triomphe. Ticket off for scene. Tick. Scene. Very much enjoyed the Musée d'Orsay. Again, I think probably most liked the Van Gogh stuff. I liked the pool. It's like the translation of it is siesta, the meridienne. That's just really lovely with the workers resting on the hay bales. Kind of loved the colours. The Starry Night was of course great. It's one of two Starry Nights because that's the first one, and then the other one is a bit more famous, is in New York. But really cool. Again, the brush strokes, the colour, so much fun. It's just, I don't know. I just like it. I don't know why I just like it, but I do just like it. Do you have anything to say?
My favourite one was the bedroom.
Why did you like the bedroom?
I like the pub with colours, the bright yellow against the pink. And it was like, it really drew you in. You had a good perspective, just huge under.
Yeah, I liked it. He was very good at making that room seem quite cramped, actually. Which it probably was. Like, everything seemed slightly out of proportion. Yeah, again, really a shame that nobody liked him when he was alive. He does sound like he might have been a bit abrasive, but his art is very, very good. So he's winning as my favourite artist at the minute. A bit basic, but sometimes the basic things are good for a reason. Emily, where are we going now?
Buy me a dress.
Going back to Gala. Emily tried on some dresses yesterday to buy her a dress because they're a pain to import. Real pain. A bad online shop.
Discovered before.
Yeah.
This top's Carla.
Yeah.
It's a nice top.
There you go. And
Import tax was insane.
the import tax was insane because they put on the invoice that we bought like 10 of them, which we didn't. So still fighting with that one. So it's probably easier. She likes this dress just to buy it here. So Emily's got to write an IOU to our bank account. But
Not to our bank account. We're not going into debt to buy this dress.
No. Never said we were going into overdraft.
IOU to Jack's enormous spreadsheets.
Yeah, to the master spreadsheet. To make sure that we are not going into overdraft. So, yeah, that's where we're on our way to now. And then after that, I'll be off to dinner. But it's a glorious day. Beautiful to be in the park. And we've seen the Arc de Triomphe. What more could you want? Ta-da! Happy?
Yes.
Happy. Right, we have gone back out. Would you believe we got ready in like 10 minutes? Et voila. Because unfortunately, and typically, there was some kind of protest or demonstration near our hotel, it seems, so that the subway wasn't going that way. Anyway, we've just about made it out in time for dinner to a place called Le Proc, which I think is like a grill place. I'm gonna find out, but either way, it's gonna be delicious. One cheek, one coq au vin.
Oh, it's so good.
Show us how easily that falls apart. Look at that. Falls apart. Gorgeous.
Thank you.
This looks so good.
Can't get through it.
Is it ice cream or cream?
Ice cream.
It was thoroughly delicious. The beef was great. It was so tender, you didn't need to chew it. It literally just fell apart with your tongue. That was it. Just taste it and it will fall apart. Very yummy. But I absolutely loved the profiteroles. Love a profiterole as it is. So nice. Ice cream, hot chocolate. Very nice. What's not to love? The place it's very old.
Yeah.
The place was founded in
1686.
1686, yeah. So old.
1646.
86. The restaurant is so old, in fact, that apparently Napoleon ate there.
And he left his hat as a promise that he was going to come back and pay his bill. But he did not.
Assumedly he didn't, because
The hat's still
they
there.
still have the hat, so, you know, crazy that it's that old. It's Napoleon old, but it's still serving some very scrumptious food. That's it for our final evening in Paris, final evening of the Interrailing tour, full stop. Got 1.5 day left tomorrow before we make the trip back to England. See you tomorrow. Say goodbye to our little hotel room.
My little hotel.
Bye. Let's go check out. Good morning, Dad. It is our final day in Paris and our final day of our Interrailing trip. It's a Sunday morning. We've got a few more hours here before we get the train back. So we are going to go find some pastries and maybe some coffee somewhere. We're here in the park, ready for our breakfast. Though a load of the entrances were closed because of some various protests that may or may not still be happening. Anyway, so that was like triple the walk. We are here. We ordered a black coffee and a hot chocolate. We got a hot chocolate. Great success. Yep. Plus a cup of milk.
Don't know why.
Unclear why. And I got an espresso, which is close enough, you know. It's close enough. And we have got our pastries from the place we got them yesterday. So, not all is lost. Not all is lost. What is it, Emily?
It's a knitted croissant.
What have you got?
I've got a croque madame. So you have a croque monsieur and you have a croque madame. Croque monsieur is basically a ham and cheese toasty with then like bechamel sauce on top. Croque madame is a croque monsieur but with an egg on top because it's a little hat.
Little hat, like a little rabbit. Suitcases have been collected. We have purchased crepes and got everything that we wanted to eat, including macarons, which I didn't really talk about. Maybe I'll show you them if I eat one on the train, but little known fact, I do love macarons. So this was some very nice macarons, which I'm looking forward to. But we are now on our way to the train station. So this is our last few hours outside the UK. One thing I didn't really talk about that I was really impressed by with Paris is that every street is really beautiful. It's kind of like Vienna in that way. And all has that distinct Paris look that I wasn't really expecting. I was expecting it to be more like a few streets that look nice. But they all look pretty much this lovely. It is now. Chucking it down. Well, not as bad as it was a minute ago, but and that just helps to acclimatise us back to the UK, I feel. A small mercy, maybe. Right, here we are, back in England, back on home soil.
It's colder here.
Oh, it is a bit chilly. Life seems colder here. Yeah, but that's been our Interrailing journey. 2 weeks around a good amount of Europe. What's been your favourite bit?
Yesterday was my favourite day. I enjoyed going and seeing all the Van Goghs, and then I enjoyed our yummy dinner. It was very, very yummy.
Yeah.
Beef cheek, baby.
And then I think for me, I also enjoyed seeing Van Goghs, the various different points. Yeah, I really enjoyed Musée d'Orsay yesterday. I enjoyed the bikes in Amsterdam. That was good fun.
Yeah.
It was good fun. And listening to Kayla and adjusting her seat every 5 minutes. That's us. So thanks very much. Thanks for coming. See you. Bye.
We tried really hard and we weren't moving.
Best beer in Cologne.
Why does nobody want to come to Rat House?
Exactly what I've got, so I can't complain, can I?
Can't complain.
A mad dog's an Englishman. Right in the midday sun.
Is coffee with milk in?
Looking and flung everywhere and the bed not made and things like this.
Yeah.
You've left a wet towel on the bed.
The first thing I said was wow, and the next thing I said was I could beat that.
Just for those of you who don't have a peanut allergy, but I do, you know, not bad enough to kill me, but bad enough to give me a very bad time. And this is our full-size one.
I'm trying to look around for a little while. It's our favourite TV show out of all of them.